Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to try Samuel Adams Wicked Double Hazy Juicy Double India Pale Ale Style. Or Samuel Adams Wicked Double is what it is. But it keeps going on, so that's why I did it. 8.3% ABV, 30 IBUs. So yes, I would say that is a New England IPA, that IBU range. I would like to see 65 in a double New England IPA, but that's just me. 8.3% makes it a double, anything 7.5 and above. So why is this one? So this one says January 2023 is best by date, but the other ones are February. Why are you going to put this in with something, with all the rest of them expiring in February of 2023? Yeah, even this one. This is the Wicked Hazy, the standard one. Let's see if you guys can see that. Hopefully you did. If not, I guess you'll just... This one is a cluster to see, but I think you can see that. I mean, I understand it's a double. 3 months shelf life. So if they're all made at the same point, like, why is this one? Was this one really made a month ahead of time? But whatever. Let's go ahead and get this into a glass and see what I think about it. Obviously, double IPA, okay, the maltiness might come on a little quicker. I fully understand that. But it would be interesting to see, because one thing I hate about variety packs is there's not a date on the outside, at least the ones I've had. Actually, I think right now I've got five different variety packs out in the garage because it's cold here in Michigan. That's where that's like my beer refrigerator in the winter. I wish they would put dates on the outside. I mean, there's been some times where I've opened the box just to see. It's only happened one time. I got, I think, a box and it was a month over the date on the side. But yeah, I mean, why would you make a beer and put it in there if it's gonna, if this beer's best by a month before all the other ones? I don't understand that. Anyway, enough of a rant. Let's get back to the beer. Off-white colored head, a little bit of yellow or orange coming up through there. About a finger and a half of head. Color, a darker orange in color. Yeah, I would say medium haze, almost full haze. Just like the last one I did. Down in here, it's not fully hazy. But yeah, I can see the bubbles coming up. Let's go ahead and smell. Maltiness, malt sweetness, more along the lines of a bigger double IPA, standard IPA, that light syrup. Maybe a touch of fruit coming through, but that malty sweetness is what you get the most of. It smells old. I understand it's not, but yeah, just that malty sweetness. I've saved some of my homebrews for a year or more, sometimes 2 years, just to try them. And that's kind of the smell I get from some of them, where that malt takes over, that sweetness takes over. That's kind of what you're getting here. The IBUs die off, so you don't get those. This being 30 IBUs, you're probably not going to get them in the first place. Maybe a touch of alcohol in there. Doesn't smell the best, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and taste. Especially for a New England IPA. New England IPA, double New England IPA should not smell like this at all. In my opinion. I don't think I've ever had a double New England IPA that smelled like this. Let's go ahead and taste. I get bitterness in the back. Malty sweetness up front. Very, I was going to say very light syrup. There is maybe a touch of citrus zest, about middle of palate to the end of the palate, but it seems like that malty sweetness goes through the whole thing. Almost, I want to say like an old double West Coast IPA. Less bitterness though. I I would go orange citrus. Malty sweetness up front. You get into that orange citrus about middle of palate. You get a little bit of that rind, that bitterness, and then it goes through. Aftertaste, malt. It's orange citrus. Um, I'm gonna have to go with a 3. So the last one I did, I went with a 2.75. This one is a little bit better, in my opinion. I can deal with the malty sweetness in here. I can't deal, or I couldn't deal with on that other one, the Wicked Tropical IPA, all that coconut. Uh, yeah, so I would go 3 out of 5, but I don't want any more. Um, yeah, I don't think it's done that great at all. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Let's check Untapped. 3 of my friends have checked it in 3.75, so maybe it's me. 8,000 people, 3.67. So again, maybe it's me. They're calling this a Double New England IPA. Again, I have not had one that has had this much malt in it, but that could just be me. Hazy, juicy, light, sweet clove. Never had clove in a New England IPA. Fruit notes. Yeah, I can't believe. I mean, again, maybe it's just me on this one. I can't believe they didn't put citrus. Let's see if anybody said. Oh, okay. Kind of old and malty, like I said. How about an actual canned on date and less of a. Okay, yeah. Less of a best before date. I completely agree. Very malty. Yeah, yeah. So if you've had it, leave a comment below. Again, I'm going to do a wrap up video. So if you want to check that out, that'll be up at some point. Also, if you enjoyed this review, check some more out over here. And until next time, cheers.